My name is Ayganim and I graduated Haileybury Almaty this year. I have studied at Haileybury since its opening in 2008, so it has been 12 years at this school. I completed my A-level program with 3 A stars and an A. I wanted to apply to the UK and the US, so I applied to both because both have advantages. But in the end, I was choosing between UCL and Brown, and I decided to go with Brown because I love their open curriculum, which means I can take many different subjects and still explore my interests in the future. For now, I have chosen a list of subjects I'm really interested in, and those include economics, politics of climate change, languages like Korean and Arabic. I also want to do architecture classes, so it's a lot of different subjects I want to explore, which is great. Yes, I know I want to go into business, perhaps finance, economics, hospitality, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly. I know I want to try a lot of things, that's why US was the better choice for me. I was really relieved because no matter the situation in the world this year, we still managed to study hard online, and opening my results, I felt so rewarded to get the results I worked for all year and even for 2 years. Regarding online learning, I would say we were lucky because we already finished the syllabus and we just had to revise, and instead we were just writing essays, submitting them, so I wouldn't say there was a lot of pressure. And about university applications, I'm really glad I stayed at Haileybury because my parents were thinking to send me to Switzerland. I decided to stay here and I don't regret it at all. It was nice having Mr. Levy and Mr. Pandia help me with applications, and the fact that our sixth form is really small meant that all my essays were personalized. I could come to Mr. Levy and Mr. Pandia every day if I wanted to, so all our time paid off. Well, for the US, the process is definitely more complicated because for the UK, I just did my IELTS last year and I had to write one personal statement. So I got over with the UK applications pretty fast. But with the US applications, we started from last year. I had to do SAT subject tests. I was writing essays for each individual university, and brainstorming ideas was challenging in the beginning, but in the end, I think we wrote some pretty nice essays. I think I was really privileged to study in one school, which meant I always had my friends. I had new friends when new people came to the school. I remember many heartwarming memories. One of my favorite events was always sports day, when we all went outside, we ran, we competed with each other, and also just everyday things like joking around, sitting in the canteen and sharing stories. This year, my friends and I made it a priority to not just study and prepare for university applications. We really wanted to collect memories, so we created many events and went around the school, chatted with all our favorite teachers, and it was really nice that we have so many memories to look back to. And another thing I love about Haileybury is, of course, the teachers. They're very supportive, they're very fun at lessons, and they obviously teach really well. Some of my favorite memories are in classes like biology. We always have something to talk about, maybe sometimes off topic, but in the end we study hard, we share stories, and we do well on exams. I think first of all, students should be flexible. Obviously these are really unprecedented times, and each university are changing their policies. In general, maybe it has become easier in some way because some universities don't require the SAT anymore. But then many people took gap years, which means the competition for applications this year has increased. So I just suggest starting earlier, looking over your essay as much as possible, and obviously hoping for the best. I will miss driving off to school when it's still dark, coming to school and saying hello to all the teachers in the canteen. Just always looking forward to something every day and being with my friends, with teachers, and I'm really going to miss school. I think that Haileybury definitely has the same potential with students getting into top universities as do schools in the UK, US, and Switzerland. It honestly depends on the student, on how hard the student works, if they do extracurriculars, because the school does really provide a lot in terms of like teacher support and with essays. Now that Haileybury has become an SAT test center, it's really convenient because you can always sign up easily. And I do agree with you that leaving before university abroad, yes, you are away from family, you are away from friends. It does depend on the student. Maybe someone prefers boarding life. For example, I didn't, so I decided to stay. And I also heard from my friends in the UK that their sixth form is really large, like 200 students, whereas here you know everyone in your sixth form class. You can share experiences, help each other with your work, give advice, and honestly, I would advise students to stay here for A-levels.